Hello folks, good evening. I'm going to start today's session on the high settings, just to see how it performs. Usually play on medium when I'm streaming, but we'll try on high. Oh, hello Jessa, welcome. I'll have to be on my best behaviour today. There'll be no killing bunnies today. Where's Claire? Alright. Might as well dive in, eh? So since the last session, Henry's been... Isaac. Hello Isaac, welcome. Oh god, I'll have to remember where on earth I picked up. I'll just check out the old performance here. It doesn't seem too bad. So yes, after the last session, which ended on a rather fruitful date with Theresa, if I remember rightly. Garrett, welcome. Kieran, Ollie, Shelley, welcome, welcome one and all. Jessa again. Roman, welcome. We'll just get this out of the way, shall we now? I'll just get this out of the way. Who else is here? I saw Cham here as well. Yeah, since the last session, Henry's been a little, not too busy. He's just potted around the town. And he's done some sword training. We met up with the captain, did some sword training, and we learnt a new combination ability. So Henry is feeling rather confident that in the field of battle, should we be accosted by brigand and bandit, he may just be able to put the squeeze on him. And he fixed some of his attire. Some of it was looking rather battered and bruised. He's got it all stitched up at the tailor's, all of his regular casual wear. He's also fixed his swords at the grinding wheel. He's shown his proficiency in that, on that front. So all in all, he's just tidied up a few odds and ends before we head on out to pastures new straight away, because we are going post haste to Uzhitz, because we have a number of things to do there. Track down a limping man. What else we got to do? We got to leave Theresa behind for the time being, unfortunately. Also, I believe there is a scribe in Uzhitz that will help us to learn to read. So there's that to do. And that's it. Two things, but two very important things. So we're going to try and see if we can get that sorted. So all in all, that is the first goal of today's session, is to find Uzhitz and prepare ourselves for the journey. So, I don't think it's going to take too long, but one must be prepared. So we'll check out. We are a little bit peckish, to say the least, and we don't have any tasty food available. So we'll stop off in the square, and we shall get some. We shall get some food, have some late lunch, and maybe take a couple of snacks for the road. And we'll also, you never know who we're going to meet in Uzhitz, so we shall take our posh gear, so our paw point, our scarf, our pointy beggar kickers, and our red trousers. Our combat equipment is in the horse's saddlebags, so we shall equip that for the journey. We want to be entering Uzhitz looking like we mean business. So we shall put that on before we set off. But first things first, it's lunchtime. So we're going to head to, I think, where shall we go for lunch, folks? Should we go to the tavern?
I'm glad you came.
Who are you? He obviously knows who I am. Yeah, I think we'll go to the tavern. We'll have some nice food at the local tavern. We shall refrain from any alcoholic drinks. We do have important business to attend to. We cannot afford to be tipsy here. Henry's look can be changed, Jessa. Henry before had hair. He didn't have a beard either. But you can't change. You can't change his face or his name, but you can slightly tweak his hairstyle and beard. That's as far as it goes. It drew quite the debate visiting the bathhouse to change Henry's look in preparation for his date. But I think we all agreed that this look is not too bad. Even the people that were pessimistic about it, they found it growing on them. Welcome, Crazy Canuck. Welcome, Andoril. Trying to find out people that I haven't said hello to just yet. Somebody else was in here. Okay, I'm going to put some speed on. Put some speed on, man. We're hungry. We kind of, I imagine that when we hit Uzhitz, we may try and find a base of operations to sort of hunker down. But we are going to miss this town. We will return as quickly as we can. It's kind of our home away from home now, you know? And sneakily, I'm sure Henry's going to miss, what's his face? Hans Capon, that's the fella.
I feel quite hungry.
Going to miss him. Okay, we're going to take some food for the road. We shall take some pretzels and a pancake, I think. A couple of pretzels. A couple of pancakes. Maybe a dash of honey, because you've got to have honey on your pancakes. You can't have pancakes without honey on. Alright. So that's his... Oops. That's his travel grub. Just in case. You never know what's going to happen on the road. We could get stranded. We don't want to be eating that nasty dried meat if we can help it. And for something more satisfying before we do hit the road, we are going to, of course, stop off at the inn. Grab ourselves a hot meal. Quite the international affair, isn't it? What's wrong with jerky? Well, what's right with it is the more pertinent question, I feel. Okay, where's the inn woman? She probably has a name, bless her. We've been here enough times to know it, but where is she? Where is she? Everybody's welcoming Henry. Everybody's famous now. Do you serve food? Oh, perhaps he does. She's on a break. We need some food. We need some tasty morsels. I'm thinking... Oh, lentil soup. Doesn't fill me with... Oh, now roast duck. That's rather posh, isn't it? That's rather posh. Bit of roast duck. It costs a fair bit, but you know what? We're feeling a little bit flush with our 275 groschen. Well earned, of course. Roast duck. With some lentil mash to go with it. Roast duck and mash. Sounds like a good mix to me. All we need is a bit of gravy. And we're cooking. Well, we're not cooking. We're eating somebody else's cooking. But you know what I mean. What else we got? Maybe some bread to dip in. Do we have any bread? Yeah, bread roll to dip in. Very nice. Alright. Bread roll, lentil mash, roast duck. A hearty late lunch if ever I've seen one. Thank you, sir. Just park our bums on the here bench. Enjoy. Spot of lunch. And then we'll go out. There's no rush, is there? You don't want to go rushing off without due preparation. Okay, let's have a look here. Tasty duck. Lentil mash with some bread roll to dip in. And that is a rather fitting meal. Yeah, somebody's mentioned it already, but I think our Henry's a bit tight with his money. Perhaps we'll get to doing that a bit later. Anyway, lunch done. Not quite overeaten, but certainly satisfied. Time to head on out. We'll saddle up, and we shall be on our merry way.
God be with you, Henry.
Yes, it is indeed, isn't it? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Well. Yeah. 500 gross for some pointy shoes. But you know what? When it comes to impressing the ladies, nothing is too much money. You see what Henry's like. Women throwing themselves at him. He likes the attention. He likes to impress. Right, you know what we're going to do before we do head on out? I'm going to see if we can have one last practice with the captain. Because, of course, I'm a bit rusty, let alone Henry. So we're just going to have a quick sparring session just to put into practice some of the combos that we've learned. And some of those combos are... So we've learned a double stab combo, which is left, right, stab, stab. Left, right, stab, stab. We've got a blunt strike, which is stab left and then down. And then we've got false edge, which is... This is the one that I think he taught us. Up, right, and then down. So we're going to try and put these into practice. Just get them, see if we can get them nice and smooth. And we also learnt to riposte as well. So I think it'll be better served to give Captain Bernard a decent sparring match.
I'll be with you.
Training. Combat with a practice weapon, please.
I'd like to train a bit, just lightly, with practice weapons.
Right. Let's get to it. What weapon would you like to try? I've got a bastard sword, a short sword. We can fight with poles. Whatever you fancy.
Wow, such a choice. Well, we're currently wielding a short sword. We will branch out into other weapons eventually, but we'll stick with what we have.
I'd like to train with a short sword, like a proper knight.
Bless him, like a proper knight. Short swords work well with shields, long swords probably without, so I think we'll take a shield as well.
And I'll take a shield, too.
I'm assuming you can do your combos with the shield.
Grab your piece, we'll get stuck in.
Right, so... Uh-oh. Okay, I'm a bit scared now already. He's a menacing fellow. Okay. What was the combination? Oh, we riposted. We got him. We got him in the chest. Oh, and he's kicked us. Okay, good stuff. Left. Left. Okay. Left. Right. Stab. Oh, no. Oh, bloody hell, rusty as a bucket.
Not a good move.
Okay, I'm learning. Ow. Oh, he's quick.
Here.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, maybe we should reset our perceptual filter here because we are getting our butts kicked. right, all right.
Oh dear, did that hurt?
Jesus.
Curse it!
Well, I think we are... Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Up, left.
Take that!
Oh! Oh, I think we're wrecking
You'll
our...
pay for that.
Okay. Well, I think, can we stop? How do we surrender? Oh, we've got to surrender to stop, I think. I have got a perfect strike. Is that the riposte? I think we have got it. There we go. That's better. Got to time it better, haven't we? Got to time it better. Well, I think that went relatively well. Not. Oh, that was tough. Perhaps we should practice on somebody a bit more useless. So it's okay. Forget that one. Yeah, up. Oh, it's up and right. Up. I was going up and left. Okay, so it's left, right, stab, stab. Up, right, and then down low to the left. Okay. I'll probably forget by the time we come to combat, but anyway. He kept blocking my initial blow, though, which couldn't get the combo off. Anyway. Here's Pebbles. Hello, Pebbles. Kick him and run. That's as low as we can get, isn't it, really? We can't beat him in a straight fight, so we'll kick him in the nuts and run. Right, we're going to... right in the middle of the place here. We are going to get ourselves ready here. We are going to... There's our horse's back. So we've got some stuff to put on. Alright. We're going to get ourselves decked out in our battle equipment, which consists of common bassinet, some gloves, I think hunting boots, some padded armour, the mail coif. Oh no! That's my posh stuff. Don't want that on. Padded chaussees, padded chaussees. Some red hose underneath the padded chaussees. Padded coif underneath the mail. Some plate cooters. Me waffen rock. Is that everything? I think that's everything. It's very complicated. I mean, it's really good as the layer system. The different layers. I need to figure out which layers are which. I think we're decked out. I think we are. So there we go. Sword at the ready. Although we don't have our shield equipped. Put that on as well. Put our hunting bow on at the ready, just in case. I doubt we're going to use it, but stranger things have happened. Wounding arrows to boot. I forgot about that. He was never going to touch cumin or wear cumin stuff. Oh dear. That's probably why I haven't equipped it before now. Nope, we'll take that off. We'd rather be stabbed in the chest than use that muck. Alright. That's better. Indeed it is. Okay, let me just sort this out. We'll put our posh stuff away. Put that away as well. Alright. Mount up! Uzhitz then. Now where is that? When it's at home. It's to the north, I think. Talmberg, Neuhof, Rovna, Skalitz. I suppose if we put... is a quest activated? Mysterious Ways. There we go. That's the quest that we need, isn't it? So, okay, it's there. It's quite the journey, isn't it? We just need to keep heading north. So if we go up to where we were hunting, which is around about here, and then continue north. All right.
That sounded like.
Alright, let's see what trouble we can get into as we merrily bowl along. Ah, we've increased in horsemanship. Oh dear. Oh! Just increased in horsemanship and then run into a bush. Not increased that much then. Out of the way! Ooh! Almost trampled a deer. I wonder if that's a more effective way of hunting. Just trample them to death. Jester, what are you doing? Causing mayhem. We've gone a little bit off the beaten track, I think, have we? What's the map? Hold down. No, hold up. Oh no, this is fine. Just need to turn on ourselves. Up this way, I think. Who's having but but dear. Then we're screwed, aren't we? I think we're going... Are we going the right way? Yeah, kinda. Oh, we will. Maybe we will starve. Maybe we've got some food. We'll have to make sure that our pancakes and pretzels last a while. Oh, can't move for hares now. Last session couldn't find any. Now they're all over the place. The little critters. Ooh, we have a little village. Fortunately, it's getting dark soon. We don't have time to stop. Ooh. We have a lake. A little pond. Look at that. Oh, very nice. Oh, and the sun is beginning to set in the distance. Oh, wait a second. We can see some buildings in the distance. A built-up area. Could that be what we seek? Could that be? Uh-oh. We're here. Right, I think what we're going to do is ooh, I mean, it looks fairly spread out. This appears to be the outskirts. But I do like to explore new areas on foot, so... Well, I kind of feel really bad for leaving Pebbles here in the middle of nowhere. Oh, there's some fellow horses there. Come, I shall take you to your friends, to your new friends. We shall make friends. I hope. I can't find a way in, unfortunately. We'll find a way in, Pebbles, don't you worry. We'll find... Well, it's rather... There's no way in. Oh. Hello, welcome. Welcome? You should be welcoming me. Oh. Wow, this place is quite spaced out. Ah, there we go. The ranch. I mean, this could be somebody's private farm, but we're kind of intruding at this point. Can we come in? Can we leave our horse here? Where's your other horses? I saw them. Where are they? Pebbles needs friends to play with. Horse trade? Oh! Horse trader. Well, bugger me. We take Pebbles to meet some new horses and we end up leaving her behind and taking another one. That would be very harsh. Ah, right, Pebbles. You be a good horse now. Canthaka? Mountain Steel. I like that. Just get up and ride. Sleipnir. Pegasus. Hatatitla. Rockinante. Well, I'm never going to get this horse because I can never pronounce the damn name for a start. So that's out of the question. But no, we'll leave Pebbles here for now. And we shall return when we are ready to do other things. But for now, we are going to explore this place. See what there is to explore. It's the wrong time, really. What is it now? It's coming up to sunset, evening time. Perhaps we'll find an inn. Oh, there are no inns here, is there? I haven't noticed an inn where you can put your head down for the night. The taverns are there, but I don't think you can sleep at the taverns. There must be a place that you can sleep. Alright. Well, this place looks a little bit devoid of life. We shall move deeper in. First of all, maybe we'll survey the land here. That seems to be the busy area, the main part of the place. Oh, look at that! So look at that, marvelous. God, not a soul about. So this is the butcher's. Some random people just going about their business. We've got a guard here. Yeah, that seems to be the main part of it. We've probably dismounted a little bit too... Oh, wait a second. What's happening here? Quite the gathering. What's going on? What is happening? Are we missing out on some fun? Couple here talking. Let's have a quick gander.
Calls me a tight-assed old stinking billy goat. I'd never hear the end of it if I didn't lend him the coin.
I'd like to have seen that. Well, at least he paid it back in the end.
He did, but I said he might throw in a groschen or two more for all.
Alright. Hey, what's going on here? Limpy Lubosh! Limpy Lubosh? Is this Limpy Lubosh?
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
What is?
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh.
Oh, Limpy's dead.
Or all that's left of him.
Limpy's bit the dust. Oh my god!
Sacre.
Nothing's ever easy.
Sacre.
I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Now, I imagine that's what was going to happen anyway, but we did take quite a while to get here, and we were urged to come here quite quickly, so I'm wondering if that's anything to do with the fact that we took a long time, or that was just going to happen anyway. I've got a feeling it was going to happen anyway. Anyway, who was Limpy Lubosh?
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Limpy Lubosh. A nobody. Why did he limp?
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Cronies?
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Alright, so that's the bailiff of, how does he pronounce it? Auschwitz? It's very, very, a name you've got to be careful. So, we've got the innkeeper here, we've got Joseph here, we've got, this is probably the whole of the town, all gathered in one place. Archery master, trader, villagers. Well, for the time being, I think we've got to do some detective work here, which means no doubt heading inside and checking the scene of the crime. This is going to be very grim. Oh God! Right, we'll spare the villagers this gruesome sight. Shut the door. Right. First of all, we'll check the other rooms. Henry just procrastinating. Doesn't really wish to get up close and personal with a gutted man. Who's that? I'm trying to spare you! Shut the door! Okay, so nothing in here. Yeah, I think we'll avoid eating from the stew pots in this vicinity. You never know what may have been placed into said pots. You have a chest, which could be lockpicked, but that would be rather rude. Stealing from a dead man. Okay. Here we go. Jeez Louise.
An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Oh, we can't read. I wonder if we learn to read, we could then read this.
An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day. What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream.
Torso?
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Okay, I think that's enough for now. Perhaps we'll come back when we can read and figure out what that says. Might be a clue. Right. Mysterious ways. Find out more about Lumpy Lubosh. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to head into the main town anyway because we need to find somewhere to rest if we can. And perhaps we might pick up the trail tomorrow. But for now, I'm just interested to... We'll keep that on for now, actually. I'm kind of interested also about where we can learn to read. the villagers gone back now. The spectacle is over. Now, do we have? Yes, we do. Better put our torch on. We know how these people get about.
Hey, who's there?
Hello? It's only me. I mean, you don't know me, but I mean you no harm.
What are you doing here?
I am simply looking around. I apologise if this is your personal private quarters. I'm just a little bit lost. My first time here. Oh, very steep hill they have. Huh? What's going on? Hello? What's happening? Something's going right. Something's going amiss here.
Somebody help me!
The hell? Let me climb over this fence. I'm stuck. Hello? What commotion is going on here?
He says, that's fine. I started counting out the coins there and then.
Just like that.
Nobody saw a
I
thief?
heard about him.
Somebody
He's
running?
about
Somebody
stupid.
screaming? No?
And what did Betty have to say?
Just me? Just the wind. It's just the wind. Nothing to worry about. Well, he's fallen silent. Probably chased the thief off. Henry clutching onto his coin purse a little bit tighter. Obviously, this place is not quite so safe. Ah, sounds like a busy location. Lodgings. Now, lodgings sounds like to me that we can actually sleep here, which would be absolutely perfect. So we got roots. Okay.
Satisfied?
We're gonna get a bit of slow down problem here.
Hey!
Cheers!
So we've got a few people at the tavern. All very good. Villager. Joseph. Seen some of them outside that crime scene. Okay, this is irking me now. I'm going to turn it down. Okay, that's better. First of all, just going to see if we can actually sleep here. Can we order a room?
Good day to you. What do you need?
Oh, yes, we can. How much is it, I wonder? Well, we'll get to that. Should we sleep now, or should... It's probably better to explore the town in the morning, I would say. Do you know what? What we're going to do is, it's been a long day. You know, it's been a long day. We've travelled here. Perhaps we'll... oh, the bailiff. Perhaps we won't sit with the bailiff. Don't want to create a bad impression. Should we have a game of dice? Do you know what? We're going to have a game of dice. We're going to have a drink. And then we're going to go to bed. And then we'll set out in the morning and do some exploring. Drink. Innkeep. Mead, please. Yes, if you don't mind. Lovely. Just the one. Don't want to go too mad. Thank you kindly. Sip it down. And we're off to play some dice. We're burning through money. We're spending a lot of money on posh food, on alcoholic drinks. This is obviously an apple tree. It's shedding its apples. And now we could be, well, frittering it away, gambling. But let's see. If we never know, we may win. We've had some good fortune at dice so far.
Good health to you, sir.
Forget Lumpy Lubosh. We're here to play dice.
Fancy throwing a few dice?
He sounds awfully keen, doesn't he? How much are we going to gamble? I don't gamble for less than 10 groschen a pop.
Cheers.
10 groschen a pop. He says whilst... Ooh, what a start we have here. Well, blow me sideways. 1,300 points. Straight away. Score and pass. Off to a cracking start. Oh, he's got 4 ones, has he? Oh no, 3 threes. 300 points.
Should I? Shouldn't I?
No, you shouldn't.
No, I daren't.
Okay, we've got... Oh, the table's beginning to sway. Is Henry going to miscount? Or can he win before it gets to that point? Score and pass. Oh no, and 2 sixes. No? 450. Oh, it's 2. Yeah, it has to be 3 of a kind, doesn't it? Right, okay. Score and pass. 250 points left, unless he gets a real good throw. We're looking good here. 600 points. He's trying to... What is he doing? How many turns is he getting here?
Finished.
You chip! What happened there? We were winning! Don't walk up. What's that?
Here you are.
Here's the... What the hell? I've been robbed. Thief! Never play dice when you've had a mead. Hello there. Did you see that? Did you see what happened? You don't care. You're just raking in the money. He got another turn for scoring all of the dice. Okay, so you get another turn when you use all. Well, that's a new trick that Henry's never encountered before. As far as Henry's concerned, he cheated. He cheated. Room, please. I've had about just as much as I can take. Gutted bodies and robbed at dice, and a howling wind screaming thief. Something obviously is not quite right with this place. How much is it?
Sleep here.
Aye, there's room here. For how long?
For how long? For one night, for a few nights. I don't know how long my business is going to be in town, but we'll go for one night to start with. If it's going to take longer than that, then we can always top up the tab.
Just the one night?
Sure, but let's see your coin first. These are harsh times.
Oh, indeed they are. I've witnessed it firsthand. Only two groschen. Ah, easy peasy. Good.
Here you go.
You all like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Sleeping on a cloud. What's happening around here? Well, we know what's happening around here. People are being robbed at dice tables. How do we find out which room is ours? Henry will find it. He's tipsy. He'll barge in until he finds the right room. Where are we? Oh, this is not beds, this is tables. Ah, this looks like a storage. Lockpicked. Perhaps up these up a ladder. This is recipe for disaster. Oh, we don't need to ask. We don't need to ask. We just need to find. We just need to locate. Top of the house, top of the shop. Ah, there we go. That looks promising. That looks promising. Any little gifts for patrons? A nightcap, perhaps? No. One can only ask. Right, we're going to sleep with our flipping clothes on for a change. You've even got a piss pot, nice. En suite. Righty-ho then. We know how people don't like to surface before, what, about 9 o'clock in the morning? So we should have some time to ourselves here, just to get our bearings. It sounds like it's raining. Is it raining? Oh, please don't be raining. Right, we have, we'll eat our pretzels now. And our pancakes. With honey on. Not quite as fresh as yesterday afternoon, but still pretty tasty. Yep, it's definitely raining. Oh, what a lovely, glorious day. First of all, we're going to visit the church. Check in, maybe just contemplate some things. And then we are going to find the scribe, who will hopefully teach us to read. Is this the church? Is this the only church in town? It doesn't seem very spectacular. Okay, we've got the baker. We shall find shelter in the church. We shall find shelter from this horrid rain. This doesn't look like the main church, surely. It's under renovation. Under repair, indeed. I mean, a church is a church. Let's not disrespect it, you know. Not quite what we were expecting, though. Must be said. Okay. Let's move on. Today is not the day that you should dither outside. Greetings. Oh! Greetings, Father. No, I did not insult your church. Whatever they tell you, I did no such thing. The grocer? Ah! A feather? A quill? Some ink pots? That must be the scribe. What is he doing? What are you up to? Hello?
My respects to you.
Dodgy dealings. Or maybe just fixing the fence. I'm overly suspicious now. After last night's shenanigans. Ah, respite. Is that the bailiff again? You get around, don't you? Is he following us? Are we following him? I'm confused.
God be with you.
What does he sell? He sells books. Huh, why are we surprised? He sells books. And all of these are, skill books on reading, some history books. Cool. I think Henry would be pretty excited about reading, because if he learns to read, it's a new skill, and, well, hell, knowledge is power and all that. I think he'd be a reader.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
Well, it's raining outside. I suppose an inside activity would be most welcome.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces.
Couple of days?
If indeed time is of the essence.
Couple of days? Better go back to the inn and tell the innkeeper we may be there for a little bit longer. 50 groschen as well. Well, it's a valuable lifelong skill. It's a small price to pay. And just imagine how we can impress the ladies when we can tell them that we can read.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start. He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here.
May he follow his heart and find his true love. Nope. Henry heading the books here.
Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on.
Oh, more reading.
Let's see you read a bit.
Come on, Henry, show us your reading skills. What's
There's
happened?
a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Try to read it.
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
Oh. This here? Oh, well. Just bear with me. So we have... read the book. So we have to work our way through the book, but we can only read... I don't want to be storming through it. Let's have a look. Read this. One day, a countryman going to the nest of his goose found there an egg all yellow and glittering. When he took it up, it was as heavy as lead, and he was going to throw it away because he thought a trick had been played upon him. But he took it home on second thoughts and soon found, to his delight, that it was an egg of pure gold. Every morning the same thing occurred, and he soon became rich by selling his eggs. As he grew rich, he grew greedy, and thinking to get at once all the gold the gooses could give, he killed it and opened it only to find nothing. Oh my God. Well, it's a lot less jumbled than it first was. When I first read a book when he couldn't read at all, these letters were far more jumbled. So he's getting better.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
I've learned the fact that being greedy does not pay.
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters. Like I told you, books are valuable, and the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation.
Yes!
Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
Right, I'm taking off, in the middle of the shop, my bloody helmet here. I mean, we'll keep our padded stuff on for now, just because, you know, this is an unsafe place. People rob you at dice, people steal your coin purse and run away in the dead of night. It's not a place you should be walking around chilling out. It's not raining now. We've been here that long, it's now sunny again. Right, which one's the Latin? Is this Latin again? New book? No. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? This one here? Okay, it'd be easy if I sit down, right? Oh, in space. Oh, right, okay. Let's have a look at this one. Non parte pos libre mu angus nus spas oreta esqui posciv. Okay. Well, I saw the letters. They meant nothing to me.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written there?
Well, what is written there is nullus est libota molus et non aliqua parte prosit. A liquor party profit. Non illica part drop it.
Nullus est liber tam malus ut non alique parte prosit.
Good heavens!
Yes!
Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Oh, let's not go too
Thank you,
far.
Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
Yes, we have learnt to read. I take it some people here can speak Latin? I'd love to be able to speak Latin. The language of the Romans. Certainly not me. I got a C in GCSE French and I can't even remember any French, to be honest with you. Alright. We're just going to contemplate what we've achieved here. Just sitting down and taking a breather. Let's have a look at our abilities. We do have some perk points to spend, which I'm saving for now. But we did learn a perk point in reading. We are level 3 reading now. So we can go for all books are cheaper in shops. When reading, you will get tired and hungry twice as slowly as normal. I'm not bothered about cheaper books. I think getting tired and hungry more slowly would be quite useful. Oops. Wow, the first time you look at a fresco, cross or wayside shrine, your charisma will increase by 2 temporarily. Better impression on people and get a +1 to speech when trying to persuade a guard. That's kind of cool. Okay, I'm thinking we'll go for that one. Get a nice perk point in reading. Spend it. And we also got a level up in horsemanship. Horse is faster but carries less weight. Or horse can carry more but is slower. Any thoughts, folks? Which is more useful? A faster horse that can carry less, or a heavier horse, a slower horse that can carry more? I'm thinking a faster horse would be nice. Are we going to be running around with lots of things to sell? I don't think so. I think we're going to be quite. Ordered with our inventory. Shadowfax style. Yeah, faster horse. I mean, it's like a car, isn't it? If somebody offers you a faster car, you don't turn it down. Well, some people probably would, but I wouldn't. Who cares if it can carry more bags and more briefcases and more suitcases to the airport? I want to get there faster. Yeah, actually that's true, because I'm not going to be fast travelling very often, so yeah, faster horse would also be helpful in that respect. So yeah, we'll go with that one. Good call. Yeah. Good stuff. So we're leveling up quite nicely, quite uniformly, and I feel like we're leveling up in a natural process. You know, I'm not really power leveling. I'm not doing anything to try and to get my level up quickly. I'm just going with the flow. I'm doing a little bit of training here and there, very occasionally, and it's just through doing what we need to be doing that we're leveling up, which is it feels really good. Really enjoy this this system. But we certainly have a long way to go before we're able to spar with Captain Bernard, because he is a tough nut to crack, isn't he? Alright, so now that we can read, I suppose the first thing that we're going to do to put this knowledge to the test is we are going to head back to the scene of the crime and see if we can read that message above the gutted body. Now, I'm assuming a couple of days have passed, apparently, although it doesn't feel like it. Trying to shut the damn door here. So I'm hoping the body will have been cleaned up, to be honest with you, but I have a feeling that it isn't. It's still lying there, or stuck there, nailed to the wall. Well, yes! I'm telling you, that bailiff... Maybe the bailiff is the thief.
Have a look at those melons. Wouldn't they make fine treat? Feel free to have a knock.
What the hell is wrong with people in this town? Have a look at those melons. That is definitely put in there as a joke. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Right, where are we? I've been put off my stride. Henry, take your head out of the gutter. Did we come up this way last night? We did. We did. What a tasty treat. I think it was this house. Was it this house? Lady carrying bucket to river to top up, I suppose. Is she actually going to do it? Yeah, she is. Look, she's topping up the water. How cool is that? That's very cool. Where's old... Oh, here we are. This looks familiar. This looks very familiar. Right. Who's betting he's still here, strung up? Instead of the bailiff walking around following us like a bad smell, perhaps he could pull his finger out and sort this mess out. I mean, bloomin' heck. Give the man a burial. Okay. Somebody's going to have to do it. Here we go again. Read.
Judas.
Judas.
Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? Why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
So it says Judas, traitor. And it's time for my dinner. So I'm going to just plonk myself here, this lovely scenery, take a break for 10 minutes, and then we shall continue to explore Uzhitz and see if we can find out more about Pegleg Pete. See you in a second. Righty ho. Whew, suitably refreshed, certainly. I'm a bit full. Couldn't finish all my dinner. Roast chicken, Yorkshire puddings, mashed swede, garlic, butter potatoes, and some broccoli, covered with cheese. But yeah, couldn't eat it all. It was a proper Sunday roast on a Tuesday. Okay, so before we do crack on with what we're supposed to be doing, which is investigating what happened to Limpy Lubosh, whatever the hell he was called. Oh, orange chicken with rice. Very nice. Pillars of Eternity 2, I think, was released about 2 hours ago. It finally unlocked about 2 hours ago. And I'm sat here thinking to myself, I really want to bloody play it, but haven't finished the first one yet. So I'm going to have to wait for a little while until I finish the first one to play the second one. But I have just checked a couple of reviews, nothing to try and, I don't want to spoil it, but I've just trying to look at what the general consensus was, and the general consensus is it's an improvement on the original game in nearly every way possible. So I'm really looking forward to playing it. But anyway, that's going to be put on the back burner. By the time I play it, it could well be another 2 months' time. I'm hoping there'll be a couple of patches out to iron out there'll be some little small bugs here and there and some balancing issues maybe. They'll be ironed out by the time I finally install it and play it. Which is always a bonus to getting games after release rather than on day release. But I think they'd be pretty good to start with anyway, because they took extra time, didn't they? They delayed the release to iron out some things, and so I expect it to be quite well polished from the get-go, really. Thrones of Britannia, yes, I will be playing Thrones of Britannia. I will be LPing it. It will be a traditional LP rather than a stream or anything like that. I do plan on playing it, and it will be towards the back end of May. I just want to get the game. I'm going on a short break to Amsterdam in 2 weeks' time. So when I return from that short break, that's when I intend to start preparing for Thrones of Britannia. Yes, I'm off to Amsterdam for some fun and shenanigans and other good stuff. I'm not making any comments. May the 22nd. Your birthday is May the 22nd. My birthday is in 2 days' time. Happy birthday for the 22nd. That's when I return. I return on the 20. The 18th is the Friday, 19th, 20th. The Tuesday? We return on the 20. We return on the Sunday, which will be the 20th. Yeah. Getting confused. But yeah, my birthday's in 2 days' time, May the 10th. And I shall be 35 years old. Very old. Good grief, if I was a footballer I'd be retiring. Anyway, we're going to press on now. And we are going to see what our investigation skills are like. So, any place to start your investigation when it comes to finding knowledge, it's the tavern, isn't it? It's always the tavern. That's where all the gossips go. The innkeep usually has a hive of knowledge about the local goings on. If he's a good innkeep, of course, he should keep his ears to the ground and listen in on what all his patrons are saying. So we'll start with the innkeeper, and then we'll take it from there. I could still become a pro wrestler. I'd have to bulk up a bit first. I'm kind of lean and toned, obviously as a footballer, an athletic build, and I absolutely hate gyms, so that'll be difficult. That'll be difficult. And even at the grand old height of 6'2", which is tall enough for most things, as a wrestler, I'd be a midget. All right. Let's see what the innkeep has to say for himself. Look at that. People drinking at... Well, it is 2 o'clock. It's not exactly that early, is it? But Henry just watching people have drinks poured and perhaps... I don't know, is he licking his lips here?
God be with you.
Indeed it was. He's just... he's just refreshing his palate. Cleansing his palate, he is. First of all, we're going to ask him if anything's going on around town. There seems to be quite a lot going on for what we've seen. None of it good.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is.
Ooh!
Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either. And that's not all.
More?
Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing.
So we've got an issue between the herbalist and the father, and the groom is up to no good. Okay. Now to something perhaps more pertinent than a bit of local gossip. Can you tell me anything about Limpy?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Leiper. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Ooh, question time.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
All right. You have a lead already, I told you. Always the innkeep.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
All right, well, we have a lead.
That's all. Thank you.
We have a lead. And it involves the priest. So we shall go to church again. 2 days, two times in quick succession. Henry, what are you trying to get off your chest? Oh, there he is. What is he doing? What is he doing? He looks like I'm going to chop somebody down. Father, it's not that bad. Seriously, Father, come, stop, Father. What the hell is it? He's practicing sort of... That's not a sight you expect to see. A priest wielding a sword? Father! He's busy. He will not be disturbed from his training session. We can't speak to him. Father! Sorry to disturb you. Yeah, that's exactly the first thing that we thought.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
Can we spar with him? Oh, I want to spar with a priest. Oh, man.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't insult the father, Henry. Your tongue is waggling loose again.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Oh, for God's sake. Sanctity of confessional. The man's dead! There's no confidence to break now.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
Henry, calm down.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances. And this is one of them.
Okay, we got +4 to speech. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. He's dead. What? You can't do anything to him now.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
What, God's punishment?
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
Oh, right. Well.
Thank you, Father.
Cup of wine? That sounds like a good starting point. Cup of wine. Right. Cup of wine, yes. If it involves alcohol, I'm sure Henry will be there. Moving swiftly on then. Leave the father to his sword training. Why is he probably because he's an important character, maybe. What time are we on? It's not evening yet, so we've got time to do some stuff. Should we wish to do it. We actually have a book here, Marathon, which is a skill book on vitality. We could sit down and start reading, but I'll do that sort of stuff off camera, I think. I don't think you want to watch us reading a damn book, although I'm sure Henry's eager to read, picking up his new skill, of course. We'll just have a wander. We may bump into some things, some quest givers. I mean, we could have asked the father about potential for work. Oh, it's like resting. Oh, right. So what's B? B is... A is... Mysterious ways. Alright, we'll just have a wander around. I'm kind of new to this place and I don't know where anything is. So we shall get accustomed with our new surroundings. Pass the time until the evening and then we shall go drink wine with the priest. And not communion wine, no. Proper, decent wine from the tavern. What a mess. Never fails to impress me, the beauty of this game. It really doesn't. It makes me want to actually be there. I could just picture myself, nice sunny day, going for a lovely stroll up that hill. I do like hiking. Do you know what? I haven't been on a decent walk for ages. Quite a fan of hiking. Anyway, nothing much here really, so we'll continue on. So we've seen the scribe sells a load of books. We won't buy any for now. Greece. Ah. Okay, this is a wall that goes all the way round. Best place I've ever seen for scenery? Norway. Norway was absolutely fantastic. So this is the scribe's helper, I think, a villager. Another villager. Should we dance around the maypole? Oh, sorry.
What's that?
Oh! Nothing, just a bit of exercise. Oh, Poochie, Poochie, Poochie. Just calm down. Just calm down. So that's the scribe again. I think we're at the sort of outer edge of the main bits here. Quite a few people down there. Ah, look what we have found. We have found the archery place. Official title, archery range, of course. Should we shoot a couple of arrows? Yeah, why not? In fact, can we have competition here?
Good day to you.
Oh, we can. We can actually keep quizzing people about Lubosh, actually, whilst we are here. Just, you never know, we might pick up another lead before we get to drink wine with the father.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow like you? Well, what do I care? Ask.
God, people keep commenting on my age. It's going to give me a complex.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home at all. Wait. Are you saying he... Jesus.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
Well, he was no use.
That's all. Thank you.
Chocolate fire guard springs to mind. Right,
Is
contest.
there someone here who compete with me in archery?
Sure. There's always arrows flying here. How good are you with a bow?
Not very good.
So I can find you a suitable opponent.
Suitably hopeless. Oh, we still got the same people. Well, beginners tends to be the local villagers. The advanced is the local militia. God knows who the masters are. But we'll start with the beginner. If we do well, we may try the advanced again. But last time we tried advanced, we got our backsides handed to us.
I'm a beginner.
Doesn't matter. At least you'll get a bit of practice. Beginners shoot 7 arrows around. Splendid! Here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition.
Round them up! Round up the victims! Yep, couple of villagers. Oh!
Let's begin.
I'm at a different angle. I don't even have my bloody weapon on. Shooting hell, I do. Yes, I do. Forget that. Forget that, I do. I do. I could do. Come on, I'm not going to get me bonus now. For finishing first.
I told you, you're not allowed to leave.
I haven't left. What?
What are you playing at with that weapon?
What the? What's wrong with you people? I was just adjusting my step. More daylight robbery. More daylight bloody robbery. I've been robbed at dice, and now I've been robbed by the archery contest man. What is happening in this hell of a place? And this Pebbles? What are you doing here, Pebbles? I took you to the stables. How have you got here? It's like I've woken up in some kind of alternative reality. Come, can I have another try, please? I was just adjusting my step.
Is there someone here who compete with me in archery?
I'm sure someone can be found. How good are you with a bow? So I can find you a suitable...
I'm a beginner.
Doesn't... Splendid. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition.
Right, this time I'm not having my coin taken off me without a fight.
Let's begin.
You damn thieves. Oh my god. That was a positively hopeless shot. Okay, we need to readjust our sights here. This is not working out very well. Right, okay. We suck at archery. Oh! Oh! My god, this Uzhitz place is really its namesake, is it not? Okay, we're getting better. Not by much, though. Oh! We pulled it back, though, at the back end of that. We pulled it back, but we lost. Again.
Watch it. You can't draw your weapon here.
Get lost. Just because you won, you think you can talk to me like a piece of dirt on your shoe? Right, one more try, and then if I lose, I'm going to really lose my temper. That wine will be flowing tonight, I'm telling you.
Is there someone here who compete with me in archery?
Sure. There's always arrows flying here. How good are you with a bow?
I'm a beginner.
Doesn't matter. Splendid. Meanwhile, I'll run...
God, if we lose this, we'll have lost 30 groschen in the blink of an eye.
Let's begin.
Cost us 2 to rent a room. We've been absolutely robbed blind here. Oh, that was almost a bullseye. We're getting the line now. We're getting the line in length. In fact, we don't have our embraces on. Is this bad for our health? What do embraces do? Right, we're winning this. We're winning this round, my friends. Ooh, just clipped it. I think we're good enough without the embraces now. He's not saying anything, is he? Like, oh, my arm hurts. Oh, that missed. But they can't possibly win now. Oh, shit.
Hey, you're not allowed to walk around here with a weapon drawn. Put it away.
beaten my villagers. My archery's got worse. I'm not doing it again. He's robbing me, man. I'm being robbed. How much grosh have I got left? Frittering away. I had 275 at the start of the session. We're having cheap wine. We're having expensive wine, and the father's paying. Right. Okay. We will be back for archery at a later date, but Henry is... He's frustrated, he's lost coin, he's been robbed, his mind's not on the job, and it obviously shows.
You're just mocking me now.
I wouldn't dream.
We'll be back when we have recomposed ourselves. Right, we got a strange... Damn thieves. Oh, you missed that, did you? We've been robbed at dice. We've been robbed in archery. All that's left is somebody to come and pickpocket us as we stand, and then it's a full house. Yeah, we had like 1,700 points. He had like, what, 200? We were cruising to victory, and bang. He got 2 turns in a row. Buff, bish, bash. Game over. Henry didn't even know what was going on. He was tipsy after having a mead. He couldn't weigh up what was happening. He couldn't understand it. Rolled a couple of pots of dice, swooped the money off the table, and walked off. Hey up. This is a new exercise regime. It's all good for the thighs.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Not that I can afford any of your wares, but I just thought I'd come and have a quick look. I've got time to spare. Chamomile. Ooh, could make a nice tea from that. Fine wine. Flipping hell, no chance. Hercules and his diet. A book on strength. Some mint. Goes well with lamb. Ooh, a long quilted brown jacket. That looks kind of nice, actually. And some kits. A spade. Some trout. Some regular wine. Ah, yes, all very nice. Are you still exercising? No, he's finished with exercise. Oh, nice display of goods. Just a tip, though, don't leave the fish out. It kind of stinks the place, you know. See you later, Kieran. Thanks for coming along. That's a good point. There's got to be some baths here. It's got to be. Well, I imagine they'll be on the outskirts of town. Possibly. Perhaps that's a good way to pass some time. Get cleaned up a bit. Take a shortcut. Hello, Sir Mount. Where's the baths? This does not look like a bath. This looks like villagers doing farming. Not interested. Oh, he can't do that. He's had a good date with Theresa. Doesn't want to spoil things. He's saving himself. Okay, we'll just keep exploring for now. Dee 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 dee. More people farming. Ah, what's this? Does this look like baths? I don't think it does. Oh! Oh! How to moonwalk into a fence. Is this a baths? I don't think so. No bathhouses here. What kind of a place is this?
What's that? Hey, who's there?
What's going on out there?
Oh, people are a bit skittish. Didn't realise it was private property. Doesn't appear to be so. Okay. Oh, the sun is beginning to set. I think we're getting close. Getting close to evening. It's getting close to evening. We shall meet with the Father. But there is just one little place I want to investigate first. If we come back up the hill, power will run up the hill. Bit of a workout. And as we get to this crossroads here, the church, we are going to go this way downtown. Tavern is beginning to sound busy. People are beginning to congregate after their hard day's work. Okay, so we haven't been down this way. So we have... Who are you? Just a villager, sorry. Oh, church bell's ringing. Is that the end of the working day? Oh, we've got more shops here. Got more shops. Ding dong, ding dong. Time for the tavern. Drink your troubles away. This looks like the smithy, which means there could be a grindy wheel here. That's not what it's called. I keep forgetting the name of it. I keep inventing my own names for these things. The grindy wheel. The wheel of grindiness. The grindstone. That's the one. So we're seeing lots of properties, but nothing that resembles a bathhouse. Let's see what other shops we've got available. There was no grindy wheel there. Gotta admit, I'm not impressed with Uzhitz. I much prefer Rattay. It's a bit too spread out, this place. This doesn't look like... I'll just check.
Hey, is someone there?
This is the grocer. No, I'm just pottering. Just pottering around, passing time, trying to get my bearings. Trying to figure out what's going on in this place. Oh, we got some sheep.
Come now.
Don't worry, I'm not going to steal anything. Chill out. I mean, this is probably a private property, to be fair. We kind of just waltz in, help ourselves to the... I just wanted to, just wanted to see the views. Yeah, we are a little bit dirty, so I think we will wash up before we meet the father for our wine session. Just get rid of the dirt. A quick cat lick, as they call it, and I think it's time to head to the tavern. Even the dogs are going. Oh, enjoy your dinner. Ah, is he here? I think it might be a bit early yet. But it's not too early for us. Right. Got a bone to pick with you, buddy. Dice. Oh. You're not the same person. Nope, wasn't you. Forget it. Oh, look who it is! It's the fabled bailiff. I forgot his name. Here he comes. Here he comes. Father, I've saved you a seat. Feel free to walk right past me. Perhaps he's off to buy the good wine.
A tankard here.
Just sums up my day, doesn't it? Shunned by a priest. Robbed by an archeryman. Bloody hell. Father, I thought we could go al fresco. Oh, I get it. He doesn't want to be overheard. Except for the people that are sat right next to us. Right. Good evening, Father.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh. I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
Yep, it was. Short, sweet answers here.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of a church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
Huh, old grouch. He did send him, did he? Well, initially.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Uzhitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that.
Lots of drink.
The most important thing. What actually happened at Neuhof? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
Okay, we'll give him the full gory details.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill.
They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
That's not how it works.
He's off again.
There are matters in which you can't make exceptions, because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
Oh man, come on. We're not leaving without information. Now, we could continue. I mean, we could play it like, okay, fine, we reach a dead end, see if he sort of buckles. But Henry being Henry, he runs, his mouth runs away with him in these type of situations. It's going to continue down that line.
You're just making excuses. The people who say the church is corrupt are right. You don't care about anyone, only your own comfort.
I'm sorry you see it that way.
Henry!
Really sorry. You've no idea how wrong you are.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Uzhitz is in Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Oh my God, he's I think he's getting a bit tipsy, this priest here. Let's keep him talking. He's going to slip up eventually.
What
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Oh, can we now?
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe?
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
Henry's stuttering his words.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. It's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Of course we do. Yes, good plan. Drinks loosen lips.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Drinking buddies now. Oh, getting on like a house on fire. Hey! Oh, Henry!
Enough of this!
Oh, party pooper!
Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk. The curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped, put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Oh. Well, there's no need to get violent. He's a priest. Are we going to follow suit?
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Oh, we got to back him up. We got to back him up. It's not your drinking buddy. Oh, we're off. Oh, we're off and running here.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. We're getting ganged up on. Oh, I'm drunk as well. I can't fight whilst drunk. With the... Ooh. Come on, you swine. Come on, you bleeder. Oh, we're getting surrounded. Where's the priest? Oh, you hit me in the back, you cowardly dogs. Ooh, it's hard to fight when you're drunk. I can't see.
Bring it on.
I'm struggling here.
Theresa's doing now. Could stop by and see her again.
What's happened?
Last time.
What's happened? The world is spinning.
I'd love to. And Henry too, I'm sure.
What's happening?
Right, Henry.
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind?
What's going on?
What will people say?
Ooh.
What do I care? What do they do to me?
Well.
Watch the step, my dear.
Oh.
Careful, you
Oh.
hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Whoa.
What?
The world is looking sidewards. Godwin's concubine.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh.
It's a big bell.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
Ring the bell at midnight. Wake the town.
This is wonderful.
Oh!
Ah, bloody oath.
And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Ooh. Choice use of phrase, Father.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
Henry.
Oh.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Oh, but Theresa. But we're here now. Oh, we're here now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Henry. A naughty boy, Henry. He was powerless. He was powerless. We're now in the field, mocking sheep. Chase them away! This one's got some balls of steel. I'm chasing sheep! Oh, ooh, is it morning?
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Oh, dear, 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 dear.
Godwin, you beast. Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards.
Oh, fucking hell.
Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time.
Time?
There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about? Wait, before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
You're a priest?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Mass!
Oh!
Shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
What?
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
You kidding?
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So
so I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
We're mad.
Wait.
You're stark raving mad.
We want something in return.
Perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Okay. Ah, Henry's still gawping. Drinking binge. But we're not going to question it. Yeah, we can't guarantee the result, but we'll do our best.
Well, alright. I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do, exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Oh my god, we have to actually get it right. Right, we better put some decent clothes on then, don't we? We can't go like this. Right, we're delivering a sermon. We need our best clothes on here. We need our best clothes on. We can't afford to go looking like a tramp. Although people have seen us in all kinds of states by the looks of it, but well, you know, some new threads we may be not quite so recognisable. So yeah, the fact that the pointy shoes shall return. We may wish to take... Is that everything? I mean, that trousers are a bit dirty. Is there somewhere we can just wash up? Use a hangover potion. Do we have one of them? Do we have to buy one? What does this do? Marigold decoction. Dispels a hangover effect. Do we have a hangover effect? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Good call. Right, Marigold decoction. Get rid of that horrible hangover. It's a medieval version of the paracetamol. Oh, right. So we're dressed.
Come on then, what's the hold
I'm
up?
coming.
No time to waste.
I'm getting my best threads on, Father. It's not quite religious, but and a bit mud spattered, but it's an improvement. See you later somehow. Theresa, we're going back to see Theresa after we finished up in this hellhole of a place. Sorry, I'm coming. Just a quick. Oh, we can't. We need to get the bath. Okay. Oh, its head is still pounding. This decoction is not working quick enough. Oh, come on. Course through my veins. Mind you, a little bit of tipsiness is good for the charisma. It's good for the old tongue.
All right then. Suit yourself, but don't.
I'm coming.
For me. You left me high and dry.
Oh! No!
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem.
I think we missed a boat. I am reloading this. I want to see what happens.
Did I tell you about my wife's lace making?
Oh man, where did? Oh, we can't have that happening. We cannot have that happening. I'm afraid. Oh my god. The last. That's the wrong play line, right? Tell me that's the wrong pre. Oh. We're talking like half an hour ago. Oh, we're talking half an hour ago with the last save. Oh, man. Damn. No, it's not even half an hour ago. It's 9:30. That's bloody an hour and a half ago.
No, I didn't know.
Oh, I'm not happy. Oh, I wanted to give a speech. Oh, that sucks big time. Oh my God, I am not happy. Yeah, I know. I've got the bloody mod as well. You can save it when you want. Oh, my best mate's left me high and dry. We can't reload it. It's an hour and a half back. I mean, what did we do in the hour and a half? We didn't actually do a great deal. We walked around for about a half an hour. We could probably get our way quite quickly back to here. Skip all the conversations. Now what I'll do is I'll save it now and see how far back it takes us when we reload the previous save. I don't know how far back. Oh my God, all the way here. So we'd have to do the reading quest again. And we'd have to literally do everything from scratch. Oh, it's too far back. I hate replaying stuff. So there's obviously an alternative way to find out about Limpy Lubo, isn't there? There must be another way to find out about him. But I really wanted to deliver the speech. I really wanted to do it. Oh. I've loaded the wrong save. It's not going to help me now, is it, saving more often? It's too late now. Oh, don't even say that as well. I've missed the best ending to a quest in the game because... Oh, wait a second. I'm just going to shut my curtains. Oh, what do you reckon, folks? I'll leave it in your hands. I mean, I think we could get back to this point in about 15 minutes. And it's going to really annoy the hell out of me if I don't. I think we can reload it and rush. I think we can actually get to this point pretty quickly with skipping all the conversations and stuff. Right, come on. I'm not going to be happy until I've done it. And I didn't realise that I was drunk. I didn't realise the priest was hurrying me up. I was trying to put my clothes on. Trying to put my damn clothes on, man. You try putting clothes on when you're drunk? It's like a puzzle all in itself. Right, come on. Turbo boost. Right, so I have to remember what I did. It was raining. I actually have to go and speak to the priest first. I spoke to the... Did we speak to the innkeep first? I think we did. He told us about the priest. He also told us some gossip. Forget the gossip.
Come in the name of...
Right.
That man Lubosh who was...
No, I didn't.
Have you noticed anything suspicious?
Come to think... No.
Right.
Do you know what Lubosh...
He looked like...
Do you know anyone...
Not with any...
That's all. Thank you.
The bonus is we're not getting robbed at the archery range this time. Every cloud and all that. This is what those speedrunning people must do. Fancy a speedrun? I've never been one for that kind of caper. Where is he? He's in bed. There's no time to be in bed, Father. I'm busy. Get your ass outside now. Father, stop fighting with swords and talk.
The blessings of our good Lord. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems, sir.
Did you know Lubosh?
Bit of a lot.
Did you notice him?
My child.
That's...
I'm sorry.
Do you know what...
Unfortunately.
What?
I'm bound.
Vows?
There are...
Father, sure...
There are...
But Lubosh is...
If people...
Worse...
No one...
Father, Lubosh was... If I don't find...
I suppose...
Alright.
Right, wine. We need wine. Meet the parish priest for wine. Before we get wine, we need to learn to read... Oh! Did we learn to read before we spoke with the priest? Because if we speak with the priest now, it's going to advance the time, is it not? If we learn to read, apparently it takes time. We'll have to learn to read another time. Okay, we need to wait until evening. And we're actually getting quite peckish. No, I don't think it was a bug per se. I think it was I just did actually take too long. I think the game was it was a little bit harsh though, because we were actually quite close to him. We weren't a million miles away. We were there. Food. Just a quick bite to eat. Not going to make much of a difference now, but anyway. Father! I'm here again. I had a terrible dream last night. You'll never believe what the dream was about. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hello, Father.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor?
I'm from Scarlet.
Oh.
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. God knows what. I didn't make it. They almost killed.
My poor... And how did you come... Ale.
He did, but I found...
Ah. Now the most important thing.
The rumours up the Neuhoffs. Sure they would.
I see it. Well then.
I've told you all... I noticed your...
You know what they...
But
let's just... These days...
Well, we've had... So...
Henry, if people...
You're just making excuses.
I'm sorry you...
I always...
Well, Uzhitz is in Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days.
I'm taking note for my sermon.
Stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church, the lamentable wealth
in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt it.
Drink to that.
Let's drink and drink and drink and drink.
That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
What do you think?
He certainly... If he got out of...
Where can I find out?
You like it?
What do the...
They like... In a few years...
Yeah, unless they...
Nonsense.
Don't you think...
No, I...
What do the
They like... In a few years...
Yeah, unless they...
Nonsense.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Indeed we do.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Well, we'll watch this cutscene again. It was rather glorious. And the music to boot.
Enough of this!
Oh, here it is again. Party pooper.
Come on over here. Sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk.
Don't vex me again, Father.
Curfew is long gone. So what? So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Don't vex me again, Father. I'll kick your ass.
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
This is where we get our backsides handed to us. Drunken fighting never ends well. Let this be a lesson, people.
Is that all you?
Come on, I'll throw some fists again. This time I'll be prepared for you. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Yes, gotcha. Yes, yes, yes. 3. Yes, I'm winning. I'm winning this time. I've got you, you bastard. I got you. Oh, he's down. He's down. I've got him. I've got him. Who's next? You don't know who you're messing with. Betrayed by Frank Bruno. Come on. Oh, he's down as well. I'm definitely winning. Who are you? Father? Father, I won. should have lost. Wait a second. What's going on here? We're confused. We're confused. What are you looking at? Don't kick me out of the pub ever
I
again.
wonder what Theresa's doing now. I could stop by and see her again. I enjoyed it last time.
That went better than the first time, didn't it?
I'd love to. And Henry too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
Who?
They can say what they like. What do I care?
Excuse me, got bells to
What
ring.
do they do to me? Watch the step, my dears.
Watch the step.
Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Woo.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath.
And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
Naughty, naughty, naughty Henry.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Oh, baby, we're back here again. The field of sheep. Chase the sheep. Chase the sheep. This one again. Get to it. Don't you defy me. I'm supposed to be chasing you. Oop. Father, I've chased the sheep away. Oh.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
I will save. As soon as I get up, as soon as I get control, I will be saving. I think we can skip this bit, to be fair.
Godwin, you beast.
Oh shit! I have to say mass.
Ow!
I gotta
You're the
say
priest.
mass. I can't do it. You have to help me. Maybe the liturgy, but I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
what? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it if you stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
That got his attention. Right, save. Save, 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 save. Oh, no, we're going to speak first. We've got to speak. Right, yeah.
Well, alright.
I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubos.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Right. First of all, save. We'll save over an old slot. Alright. And then we shall very, very quickly put our best attire on here. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Quick. Get decked out in our fineries here. Decked out in our fineries. There we go. Looking good. And one last thing. We need to sip on some marigold decoction, hangover cure. And then we need to run. I'm here. Honestly, I'm here. No fussing. No melodrama.
Damn.
In fact, I'll walk ahead of you. How's that? Yeah? Yeah? Band of brothers. Priestly brothers. Which shoes? I have my peasant kickers. Especially for this sermon to be delivered here today. Yes! We made it! Yes, we made it! Oh!
I thought he'd never show up. Swill punk.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Mother of God, any minute now he'll throw up.
Oh dear. There's no chance I was missing this. No chance.
I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
Everybody's face.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem.
Commemoration. You can't have any more wine, Father, seriously. Oi!
Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Oh, I really love Henry, I really do. His mannerisms make me chuckle. He stood there nodding away. Oh, come on, Henry. Begin the sermons confidently. Oh, yeah, it's all about confidence. All about... Oh, -2 in confidence, but we'll start with confidence.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
He has a cheek.
Success. Success. God stands at the head of the church. We are commanded to reject this. The man is going to rule the world Yeah.
Just as we are commanded to obey the priests in matters of virtue, so are we commanded to defy them face to face if they live contrary to God's commandments.
Hear that, Godwin?
Don't interrupt. Continue wordily. Yeah,
It
wordily.
is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, enemies, injustice, hunger and chaos, failed harvests, fires, floods and other catastrophes. And it is all due to...
should have been harsh.
The corrupt servants of God who do not practice what they preach. They think sins can be washed away by money. And they sell indulgences, and that's bad. Because sins cannot be redeemed with silver.
Prague didn't do much for his confidence.
Damn. Talk about the sin of fornication. Fornication, yes!
And what sins? They live with harlots and keep concubines? Even though only marital intercourse for the purpose of procreation is pure. If someone takes a woman or man only to satisfy their own lust, who seduces them to do so but Satan? And how much darker the sin if that man is a servant of the church? Who can turn his face to God, who fornicates and then puts on priestly robes?
Nothing we don't know about already.
We need to continue harshly.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head.
Word for
Look
word.
to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
Yeah. Criticise divorced priest, criticise prelates but stand up for Godwin. Yeah.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Aye, all honour to Godwin. Let him drink like one of us.
Venial sins.
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
Amen. Where's he getting these words from? Venial sins. The flipping hell does that mean? Henry, my boy, I think you pulled it off.
Have you no shame, you pair of buffoons?
Oh, or maybe not.
I'll be writing to the bishop of this.
I thought we did well.
For shame.
Utterly blasphemous.
Can you believe such behaviour? For men of the cloth to get drunk as pigs in church.
I thought I did well. Oh. But I did my best, Father. I put my pointy shoes on and everything.
Is our deal still on?
Are you pulling my fucking pizzle? I couldn't have done worse myself if I'd puked on the altar.
Well, I'm no preacher.
Yeah, I noticed. And I wasn't the only one.
Oh!
You can't be serious. After all that.
All what? All you making a complete hash of my sermon? You were supposed to help, not get me into even more trouble. Now I'll have the bishop on my back and all the villagers. Just leave. I need to pull myself together.
And what am I supposed to do?
Find someone else to help you.
Ah! At least I got to deliver my sermon, though. Ah, well, we're not going to make a man of the cloth. It's obviously not our calling. After all we did for your father, we beat a man up. We beat 2 men unconscious. We delivered a sermon, and I was still slightly hungover. God, Oh, I'm not reloading now. No chance. That was a failure based on my choices, and I don't reload those. I stick by my choices. I'm happy to reload to get to that stage again, but obviously Henry wasn't good enough with his sermon. So that's definitely not a reeler for me. That is Henry sucking at delivering sermons, which is to be expected, to be quite honest with you. Right, we need to find somebody else to help us. But before we do that, we should quickly go to the scribe and see if we can learn to read. And then we're going to have a long, hard think about who the hell is going to help us now.
They shall not find eternal peace, for it is written that it is harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven than for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle. And it is they who should heed those words. They with their gold rings, fine garments, and big houses. Such iniquities are happening in Holy Mother Church.
I should have took advice from that man. I should have took advice from that man. Where's the scribe in this hellhole? I'm bloody hellfire. I'm angry. Damn it! I give it my old gusto. Wasn't good enough. Right, scribe. No, scribe, where you going? I need to speak to you. I need to speak to you.
My respects to you.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't bear in mind.
All right.
Very well. I will require some...
Groschen, not a problem.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well...
Yeah, Uzhitz does not agree with Henry at all. We've had nothing but calamity ever since we've been here. Soon as we find out the clue that we need, we are leaving this place quick as possible and going straight back to Rattay.
Wake up, lad.
To see Theresa.
Time we were getting on.
This has been nothing but a damn headache.
Let's see you read a bit.
The only upside to this entire affair is we've learnt to read.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
Okay. The golden egg and the goose and the moose and the boos. About the hoose. Right, very good. I think I've learnt the moral of the story. The moral of the story is, don't deliver sermons whilst drunk. But before we get to the matter of reading, maybe he might know something. He's a scribe. He writes texts and stuff.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Damn.
That's all. Thank you.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. Like I told...
Does that mean...
Yes, you have the... Now we're moving... There's a book on the...
I only just managed...
You're a...
Okay, we read Latin while standing up. Okay.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written there?
Distrupule... No, that's a patatapusa.
Good heavens!
Thank you.
And we have learnt to read again. Okay. Whoo! So we are literally back to where we were before everything came crashing down upon us. Which means I'm going to quickly save it. And then we have to figure out... I'm still a little bit tipsy. Who we need to speak to try and find out about Limpy. Limpy. Who would know about Limpy? The priest is abandon us traders? Excuse me, sir.
God be with you.
The herbalist? There's something about the herb. Maybe the stable boy. Oh.
Hear of the truth. The kingdom of God is at.
Let's have a look what the quest log says here. Back to square one. Find out if anyone knows anything about Limpy Lubosh. Got to be somebody around town that knows something about Limpy Lubosh. Right, we'll try the traders. In fact, we're just going to try everybody that we come across. Hello, blue woman.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Liper. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask all you want, lad.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
Those that live by the sword, die by the sword. I'm not surprised the end he came to.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Everything about him was suspicious. I always gave him a wide berth.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
How would I know?
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
I don't know, since I don't go to alehouses.
Alehouses. He used to go to the alehouse a lot, right? We're going to go
all.
back to the alehouse. I think if anybody knows something, it'll be somebody that frequents the alehouse. Right, okay. Okay. Maybe the barmaid.
Bloody hogs.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Liper. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Is this the barmaid that slept with us?
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Okay. Come on, my dear. You must know something.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you know any... I wonder if you can speak to him about any new leads, maybe?
Jesus Christ be praised.
No. Oh. Anybody in here? Maybe we should come back in the evening, perhaps. You, sir.
Good health to you.
Dun, dun, dun,
I've come in the name
dun,
of Sir
dun,
Hanush
dun,
of
dun,
Liper.
dun, dun.
I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow like...
Shut up.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered.
Oh, we've heard this line.
Have you noticed anything
I didn't see much of him lately. Not even...
Have you noticed any...
Oops.
Do you know what Lubosh...
I don't think he...
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know.
That's all.
In the dialogue a minute. Didn't the father say, I know we're not good friends with the father right now, but didn't the father say that we could read about something about that preacher fella's notes or something? Maybe he'd left... I don't think he'd write his sermon, his confessions down, would he? Sure. Surely not. So, I don't think he'd keep his notes in the church, would he? Scene of the crime. The bell tower, that's his private quarters there. Priesty. Oh, Priesty. Sermon of Master Jan Hus. He actually invited us to read that. I just wondered if he's got any other kind of notes in here that may assist. I mean, what's this here? Tavern life. Hello? Godwin's concubines. Maybe he talks to you about what he's...
You live here?
Of course.
I mean here, in the presbytery.
Yeah, right here.
In the presbytery? With the parish priest?
Yes. What's the matter? Don't you like me?
Yes, of course I like you.
So why are you surprised Godwin likes me too?
I'm not. I mean, I see. I think.
God bless.
Awkward conversation. Bye-bye. Oh, he's there. Maybe we can get him to change his mind, perhaps? Ugh. Well, I'm not going to be sword fighting with him. He's gone way down in my estimations. Right, there's nothing to be gained from here. Right, we're going to stick to our original plan, and we are going to... People seem to be gathering to this preacher. Have you stopped preaching now? Pickpocket. Can't talk to him. What the hell is that? Debuff. That's like... Is that hangover? Yeah, hangover. Boy, that's bad. You have a splitting headache and a feeling of great regret. Holy cow. Henry. He's having a bad day. Splitting headache. The old hangover. Right, there's a couple of name characters that I've noticed that we haven't spoken with, like Yus.
Hear ye, good people.
You're the innkeeper, right? Yeah, not you. Seen some named characters in the tavern on an evening. Got a feeling it might be one of those. Gotta just find them. Villager. None of you guys.
How many more holy fathers will we have?
Somewhere, somehow, I'll find you. Are you the baker?
God be with you.
I'm just looking for the candlestick maker. Oh, why can't we ask him about? Oh, maybe we can ask the... We've already asked the bailiff, haven't we? We've already questioned the bailiff.
Good health to you.
Now he's all nice as pie. Oh!
Godwin won't tell me who Lubosh's cronies were. I've reached a complete standstill.
Don't even mention that so-called priest. He knocked out one of my teeth yesterday, and you were there with him. I ought to clap you in the stocks.
I'll go willingly if you stick Godwin next to me. It'd be worth it just to see him suffer.
I can well imagine. I've already told you, nobody came here to see him. But now it occurs to me. I did hear he was tried in Rattay for some mischief or other. Maybe you can find out something there. The scribe might have made a record of it.
Thanks, Bailiff. I never thought of that.
And let me give you another piece of advice. Don't go boozing with Godwin again.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Bailiff. It's a pity you didn't have that epiphany yesterday, isn't it? Talk to the Rattay scribe. Oh, not the scribe here. Well, can you imagine that? We're going back home. Well, home away from homes. Talk to the Rattay scribe. Look through the Rattay Black Chronicle for any record of Lubosh. Oh, hellfire and brimstone. We're getting out of this place. Goodbye, you shits. Good riddance. Pebbles. Vamoose. We're going to Rattay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now let's not get overly excited, but we're getting excited. Theresa wants to see us. I'm sure she does. We can sense it. We can feel it. But I've got a hangover. What we'll do... What time will we be back? We'll be back in the early hours of the evening. We're just going to go in. We're not going to mess around. We're going to visit the bathhouse first, actually. We're going to clean ourselves up. We look a mess. So clean ourselves up. And then we shall go and speak to Theresa. See you later, Ollie. Right, come on. We've got a new faster horse. Yeah, we smell of booze. We need to freshen up. We need to freshen up. In fact, we're probably starving. You know, after a real long day or night drinking, you always need to soak up the alcohol with some food. Right, come on. Right, let's get out of here. Come on. Let's put some speed into our movements. I'm going completely the wrong way. I'm going completely the wrong way. Where are we? I have no clue. Turn, about face. And a woman's perfume. Yeah, we'll try and explain that one. Not easily explained, I feel. So just like in the last session, this session will be the same in that we will end that session, or this session rather, with a date with Theresa. Oh, I'm riding into carts now. Oh! What the hell is going on here? Shooting hell. Okay, I'm out of here. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like it's trouble. I've had a bad couple of days. I don't need any more issues. Thank you very much. Ride like the wind. It's probably not much fun riding a horse whilst hungover. Oh, into a tree. As I said, riding with a hangover is probably not much fun. Oh, I know where we are. This was near the camp of charcoal burn. Oh, no, it's not. This is the... I think we can go this way. And then we turn left very shortly up here. Maybe. Yeah, here. I kind of remember this bit. And then as we went down here, we came across a small, like a little, like a building or an archway. Sorry, Pebbles, but I'm eager. I'm eager to return to Rattay. I'm so sorry. In fact, we probably need a breather. Head is pounding, stomach is churning. But we need to go. We need to go. Yep, this is it. This is like the archway place here. Yeah, I remember this. I remember. We remember. There was a couple of quests givers here as well. Yeah, here they are. Watch out! Holy moly, have you got a death wish, people? Right. You know what? We're not going to go to paths. We're going straight for it. Forget your roads. We're going over the grass, through the trees. As long as there are no death-defying drops, we should be okay. You'll better go a bit slowly. Bit of a clearing here. Come on. Come on. I should probably have stuck to the road. This is going to end up being slower. As I try to avoid crippling myself by riding into a tree. This was a bad idea. This was a drunken idea. There's a pathway here. There's a pathway. There's a pathway. Okay. Kind of a pathway. Oh. This was not a good idea. Oh, good, Pebbles. There you go. Wait a second. I kind of recall this area as well. This is where we were looking for rabbits. Right, we're back on a Go, go, go through the trees, through the trees, through the trees, through the trees, do. End up, that's a good point. Why do people end up in the forest when I don't know? Because they think it's a good idea to do you know what? Who needs roads? Roads were put there for a reason. But you know what? I'm not going to completely ignore that reason and just go through a treacherous and dangerous forest where I'm going to end up falling again to my death in what is a repeat of what happened last time. And no, Pebbles, we need to go back up. This is wrong. We have come the wrong way, Pebbles. We have come completely the wrong way. My hangover is dissipating. I'm coming to the realization that I made a foolish maneuver here. So we shall try and find our way back to something that resembles civilization. I see a fence. I see a path. I see sanctuary. And we're off. That's better. That's better. Smooth path. No trees. Open road. And chapter. Oh, this is dangerous. I'm just going to go a little bit more steady. Right. Come on. Cross over the treacherously narrow bridge. Where are we? Where the flippin' hell are we? Right, we need to go this way. Oh, we are near civilization. Oh, I don't know where we are now. Ah, it's good to be somewhere familiar. So as we ride back to Rete after what can only be described as a hell on earth journey to Uzhitz, we reflect upon just what the hell happened out there. We came across a man that was gutted and nailed to a wall. We then had a very close encounter with a thief, although we never found the victim. Was it a figment of our imagination, perhaps? Then we had some mead, which was a welcome, a welcome pit stop after what was a long journey, and things appeared to be looking up at that point. Soothing mead before bed. The tavern had lodgings. But then we got robbed at dice, and from that point onwards, things just took a downward spiral. In what was a hellacious dream in the end, we were robbed by the archery master, and no doubt his hired help, feigning to be useless at shooting arrows. We got heavily drunk, drew the wrath of the bailiff. Thankfully we weren't put in the stocks, but ended up delivering a rather awful sermon.
Who's that? Is there something you need?
So all I can say is it's good to be back in familiar surroundings where we're appreciated.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
See? We walk through the gates and we get a warm welcome. Henry's come to see us. I haven't actually come to see you, but I've come to see somebody else. But just to have somebody... Oh, Lord Hanush. I will soon have updates to Lord Hanush.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Ooh! Father Godwin is causing me problems. A little bit of a telltale. Yeah.
Sir Hanush, Father Godwin in Uzhitz is causing me problems.
What? You too? But I don't suppose you're getting visits from the diocese.
No, sir. I tracked down that bandit from Neuhof, but he'd been killed. He confessed to Godwin before he died. Only Godwin won't tell me what he said. I tried to come to some arrangement with him, and now he won't talk to me at all.
Well, the confessional seal is sacred, and Godwin has his own mind. There are those who would tell you everything for a handful of coin or a keg of wine. There's one of those right here in the presbytery. But Godwin won't budge once he's made his mind up. Except maybe for the bishop.
But that's not an option here.
I know, lad. I'm afraid I can't help you. If no one in Uzhitz knows anything, you have even less chance here. We did have some troublemaker from Uzhitz in the pillory here once, but whether it was the fella you're after... It might be worth having a look at the Rate Black Chronicle, or ask the scribe.
It's worth a try. Thank you for the advice, sir.
Oh, we already know that. I was hoping to sort of... You kick his ass. Never mind. Well, it's interesting to know that if we never found anybody in Uzhitz that we could have got that information from, there was other people we could speak to. Although, who would think to come and speak with Lord Hanush, of all people? Right, Theresa. Yes, Theresa is waiting. So we shall not keep her waiting for too much longer, although we really could do with some food. But you know what? We're that eager to see her, we're going to actually eat this detestable dried meat because we can't afford to stop off and waste any more time.
God be with you, Henry.
Hopefully Theresa is not best friends with a random tavern alehouse maid in Uzhitz. Because that would be quite an awkward situation, would it not? And breathe. And breathe. And every time we see it, Theresa, we end up taking her a gift. First it was a ring. Then it was a bunch of flowers. Wait a second. Time is it? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. We cannot go without a gift. I'm wondering, in the tailor shop there were ladies' dresses. Now I'm wondering if you could buy those as gifts. So we're going to see. Henry is putting the hard work in. Quickly, 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 tailor. Excuse me. Ladies' dresses. Can I buy one? Oh, come on, 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 come on. Decorated cotty. Ladies' dress suitable for social events. Certainly a grand gift for one sweetheart. Yes. They're expensive. Oh, we can't afford one. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. This is not happening. What do you mean we can't afford one? It's because we've been robbed blind in Uzhitz. That's why we can't flipping afford one. Wait a second, wait a second. We must have something. Silver ring, that gives us 54. We're selling a silver ring. It's desperate times now. We are pawning off. We are pawning off stuff. We are pawning stuff off. What else can we pawn off here? Oh, we can't do that. Oh. But, embraces? Do we need these? Do we need embraces? Do they improve our archery aim? I didn't really notice a difference. We did fire without them. Nothing seemed to be different. Bugger it. Some things are more important than a set of embraces. Right, off we go again. Come, 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 come. Right, what colour? What colour? What colour? Ooh! Holy mackerel! We could have gone for the cheaper option, an outer cotty. A Sunday... Oh my god! A Sunday dress. It's only the third day. Do you know what? I'm thinking we start cheap. Sounds so bad, doesn't it? But I'm thinking a nice blue outer cotty is a good starter for 10. And then we'll just go up a level every time. You don't want to peak too soon because you're going to expect it every time. So if we start low, you know, ring, flowers, a reasonably looking dress, then we might go to decorated and then maybe to fashionable. So we start small. Right, outer cotty in blue, I think, is the choice here. Let's have a look at the basket. We're going to remove the embraces. And we still sell the silver ring though. So we're going to close the deal. Forget the haggling. We have the dress. We have the gift. Now it's time to get cleaned up. Sorry, beggar. Don't have time to chat. Don't have time to throw coin at you. Once again, we have important business to attend to. grief. Gonna give myself a stitch. Run, 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 run. No time to waste, no time to waste, no time to waste. And we're here. A splash and dash, my dear. Splash and dash.
I'd like to order something here.
And what is it you'd like?
I would like to heal my wounds, bath and laundry.
A bit of everything. Heal my wounds, have a proper bath. Oh, and my garments are in need of laundering.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
30,
Fine.
yes.
Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
Whoa, quickly, we haven't got time to mess around here. I said splash and dash. Don't forget the bath part. Indeed, indeed. 3 hours. I shall make no comment. I know. Welcome back, Claire. Henry's a thoughtful soul, isn't he? Right. We're going to just now amble down. We don't want to be appearing hot and bothered and sweaty. We just nicely just amble down to see her. I don't know what time she wants to go out this time. Last time it was morning. Well, it was evening last time. The time before that it was morning. To be quite honest with you, if it was morning, it wouldn't be a problem. We can actually have a nice, relaxing sleep in our own bed. Completely and utterly rid ourselves of that hangover. I know it has gone effectively from the stats, but, you know, just to make sure that we are fresh as daisies. Who the hell is she? I have not seen her around here before.
God save Henry.
Who are you? Who the hell is she? Theresa in her usual spot? Theresa. I bought you something.
I've brought you something.
Clothing. Outer cotty. Do you like it?
Oh, how lovely. Thank you.
Would you like to get up to some more mischief? It was fun the last time.
Yes, it was. I'm a bit surprised you thought so too. Although a girl doesn't get a chance to tend the wounds of a gallant defender every day. But I can't right now. Will you come back another time, please?
Fine. Burned again. I'll just give you a flipping dress. Never mind. Does it tell you what time to go to her? It doesn't specify.
Be a bit more careful.
Okay, okay. Go and try your lovely dress on. Perhaps wear it next time I see you. We'll try morning. We'll be persistent. We'll try more. If anybody knows the precise time, please feel free to tell me. Save me having to go through the painstaking process of poor. In fact, it's quite realistic. Poor Henry will be sort of beside himself with anticipation. What time does she want to? You could specify a time. No? Okay. You know what? We'll go to bed. We'll go to bed, and in the morning we shall reconvene the conversation. Let's have a look. See here. Let's just put this back on the horse. Okay. shall sleep until 9 o'clock. That means that everybody should be up and raring to go. Ooh, well, we are up and at 'em at the same time as Theresa. It could be... Ooh, she's off upstairs. Is that an invitation? Right. See, we just had these washed. We literally walked down the road and they're dirty again. Okay, we're ready. We're ready for action here. We're ready. Theresa. Oh, she's got changed. So seeing as we've both just got up and we're both now dressed and changed, would you awfully mind going to do something?
Do you still feel like doing something together?
Shall we play Blind Man's Buff?
That's really what you want to do?
I know it's a game for children, but I always liked it, and I won't feel stupid playing it with you.
Blind Man's Buff. That sounds exactly like the game I'd like to play.
Alright, why not?
Good, then follow me.
Stop cooking then. Come on. You know I like children's games.
What the hell are you doing?
I didn't do anything. Go, 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 go. This is,
Nobody will see us here in this barn.
Are you shy?
It's a game for little children. Of course I'm embarrassed.
Well, adults play it too, you know.
But only when they're drunk.
Oh, okay, I was going to suggest something, but I will hold my tongue. Ooh.
I'll cover my eyes.
Well, they do say love is blind.
Cheeky boy. But this is a game you won't be winning. I've got ears sharper than a bat.
And I'm as stealthy as a cat. You'll never find me.
We'll see. But if you leave the barn, you lose. Come here.
Come.
Come on, spin me around. What are you waiting for?
Blind I may be, deaf I'm not. Make a sound, and you'll get got. How does it go after that?
It doesn't matter. Go and hide.
Well, that buff. That's what buff means, isn't it? In the buff.
Just you wait. I'll find you.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Hide. 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 I will not be caught.
Ha! Got you.
Henry's competitive. You saw what happened when we were having that race. We tried to let her win, but we just couldn't do it. At the end, he ended up just edging ahead of her. Shall we sit down here?
I bet you're here.
In fact, we're gonna sit here and wait till she gets to us. Over here. Come and get me.
Where are you?
I'm here. Ooh, you're getting going cold. Oh, getting a bit warmer. Oh, cold, completely cold, completely Arctic cold.
What was that?
Oh,
Was that you?
Oh, yay! We win.
You're a sneaky one. How come I didn't hear you? Oh no! I've left clothes out to dry. We have to bring them in before they get soaked.
We were actually supposed to let her win.
Lord Almighty.
Henry, you're too competitive for your own good. You're supposed to let the girl win.
Oh no, it's completely soaked.
What?
You'll have to put it by the stove to dry.
No, that would just make it reek of smoke. Help me bring it to the hay.
To the hay? When did you bring laundries to her hay? She's playing games here, I'm telling you. No, why is the hell is it on the floor? Come on then, into the hay. To put the aprons, obviously.
It's sopping wet.
Oh!
Not afraid of thunderstorms, are you?
Not anymore.
Shouldn't we spread the linen out?
Henry, hush now.
What the hell, that escalated quickly. Oh, she's gone and left you. Ooh, well, we've got some form of some buff. Oh, quest completed. No, I was enjoying that quest. Oh no, what do we do from here? What do we do from here? It's all over. What's the buff? Alpha male. Charisma +2. Your needs have been satisfied. You're feeling self-confident. Well. Well. Alpha male indeed. Spring in step. And it's only 10 o'clock. We can take on the world today. Can't we just? Let it rain, he says. Let it rain. Let it rain. Nothing is going to put a dampener on me, he's thinking. Oh, no siree. Right, well, there you go. I think that... I wonder if that's probably it for Theresa, isn't it, really? I'm hoping not, but I've got a feeling that's probably pretty much it. But, well, if he goes for too long, there's always the bathhouse. Or, priests' wenches. Good grief. Or there's always the Lord of Talmberg, is it? The Lord of Talmberg? His missus, she came on to him. So, there's her as well. We could always go back to Talmberg, couldn't we? The world is his lobster. Right, I think we're going to leave it there on that bombshell before we get ourselves too carried away. Yes. So in the next session, what we will do is we will head on out back into Rattay to familiar territory. Thankfully, not that god-awful Uzhitz place. We're going to go and find the scribe, find that book, find out more about Pegleg Pete, and then progress from there. Take our time as usual and enjoy this absolutely brilliant game. The next stream will be on Saturday. Divinity is finished, so I have Saturdays and Tuesdays devoted to this for the foreseeable future to help with a bit of progression and to get my fix that little bit quicker and more often. So hope you can join me for that. Really enjoyed today's session. Really enjoyed it. We've done so much. We've delivered sermons, we've rolled in the hay twice, and yeah, explored a new place. It's been absolutely brilliant. I really do love this game, and if you are watching and you haven't got it yet, and you're thinking you're umming and ahhing, I'd urge you to give it a try. It's absolutely brilliant. It really is, and it's an awesome sight to see. Behold the views, the vistas. It's just glorious. Open world RPGing at its finest. Anyway, see you all for the next one on Saturday, hopefully. Until then, enjoy the rest of your weeks. Hope you have a good one. And for those of us in the UK, enjoy the last dregs of the heat wave, because I hear it's going to get downhill from here. So yeah, not good. Anyway, good night, and I'll see you soon.